I'm Nathan, and I'm going to show you how to set up the presets on your Marantz. Now, on a Marantz, all of your sort of basic audio settings are actually stored in these presets. There's no other way to change them in progress, so if you want to change how you're recording, you're going to have to do them through these. I'm going to start by hitting the menu button. That's the far left button here. And then menu 1 is called Presets. I hit Preset, and you got 3 to choose from. I personally like to keep the things I use the most in preset 1, and then have preset 2 the second most often used, and then preset 3 the third most often used. But really, that's personal preference. I'm going to go into preset 1 here, and you've got 3 options. Select will let you choose this preset as the way you're going to be recording. Edit lets you change the settings of the preset, and Rename will let you rename the preset to something else that you would want it to be saved as. I just use 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to hit Edit right now just so we can go in and look at these individual settings. Input is which microphone it's using, whether we're using the line-in port over here, whether we're using the microphone ports up here, those are XLRs, or we're using these 2 internal microphones. All of these have different line input choices in this menu. So in this case, we're going to use mic line, which means it's automatically going to detect which one is the right choice. The next line is recording format. This is the actual file itself, the way it's going to be saved out. So we've got a few different choices in here. We've got different varieties of WAV, and then we've also got MP3 files. I'm going to choose WAV. I'm going to choose, that's called here, PCM, and I'm going to choose 16-bit because that's going to give me roughly CD quality. In recording channel, if you have more than one microphone plugged in or you're using the internal microphones, you're going to want to have stereo selected here so that you can get both of them. If you are not doing this in stereo, then you don't need to be recording an extra track. You're just going to be doubling your file size with no extra data. So I'll leave it on mono in this case since I'm using one microphone plugged in that top jack. Sample rate is the individual chunk of audio that is getting recorded so that it can later recreate the wave when it's on the computer. This is the most controversial and personal setting on a recording device, but at KBIA we use the same that has been used for decades, which is 44.1 kilohertz. This is also the quality you'll find on a CD or a cassette tape. Finally, pre-record. Pre-record is the option to actually buffer what's happening around you by about 3 to 5 seconds. So when you hit the record button, it actually takes that 3 to 5 seconds and immediately saves it. So even if you hit the record button too late to grab something, you know you've grabbed a chunk of it. I like having this on just because it doesn't take that much file size up. Is that a phrase? It doesn't take up too much space, but it can really save you in a pinch. If you're in a situation where something is happening right before your eyes and you want to hit record immediately and just make sure you've grabbed it, this will let you grab it no matter what's going on. So once I know I've got these settings the way I want them, I'm going to hit Exit. It's going to ask me if I want to keep those settings. I'm going to say yes. And I'm back at the screen. So this is preset 1 I set up, so I'm going to select preset 1 and I choose Select. And now I'm ready to record with preset 1.